If you're watching this video, you have a Lexus F Sport that has a stuck thermostat code, a P0128.
Pressure, yeah, pressure. Building, always building, pressure, yeah, pressure.
In this episode of Gas Diesel Garage, I show you exactly how this thermostat works, how to replace it without spending a dime at the dealer. So if you haven't subscribed yet, do so now because the shit's about to hit the fan with the stuff that I'm about to share with you about taking your vehicle to the dealership. Now, for all of you sensitive dealership workers and co-workers and customers and technicians, brace yourselves because the truth is about to be spoken. Now let's get started on the video. So what are we doing today on this Lexus F Sport? We get to do a thermostat housing. Right, we start by pulling this cover off here. Dealership will charge you 0.5 probably to take that off. Just kidding. Hey, this is what I mean about how manufacturers try to get over on you. You see that thermostat? This is just a plastic manifold that, guess what? Plastic can actually crack. Save money by making it out of plastic and weight savings. But really, I mean, come on. And then furthermore, they want to put that damn thermostat sensor, I'm sorry, coolant temp sensor, it seems like. That's basically what it is. But it's actually a sensor to tell you that your damn thermostat is not opening up. But guess what? You can tell if your thermostat is not opening up by putting your hand on these damn hoses, both hoses, top and lower, see if they're tight and they're hot. Then you know your thermostat is actually working. But if it's not working, one of them hoses are going to be really, really cold. So meaning that thermostat's not opening up. But they want to be more technological advanced, so they put a stupid sensor in here to tell you that your thermostat's not opening up. Now, how much sense does that make? I don't know. I think it's just a more of a thing or more of a ploy just to charge you more money. And guess what? This thermostat housing on Amazon was probably about 30 bucks. At the dealership, be prepared to probably pay about 3 times that. So what? You about ballpark of $200, $250? You know, if it's a genuine Lexus part or Toyota part, it's all the same shit. Just to let you guys know where this thermostat housing sits, it sits right there, right in front of the engine. Should be easy peasy, but a couple hours of labor at Lexus, which probably be about $250, $300, who knows, because what they're going to do is that you're going to have to get the coolant flushed or drained, if you really want to call it that. And yeah, just a bunch of stuff. But it's easy. Just watch. Went ahead and took that stupid under tray out that actually covers the bottom of the engine. And it's held on by, what is that, 3 push pins and about 12 10mm screws. So yeah, that's probably going to be another labor charge that they're trying to get you with because they want to make stuff difficult. Now that we got the tray out of the way, now we can do some things. Got all that space for activities, like changing your oil. There's your oil filter right there. You gotta have a special tool for that too. And if you look over here, you see that yellow plug right there? That's how you drain your coolant. That's what we're gonna do now. And we just sit here and let that thing drain a little bit. And of course, if you wanted to drain faster, we take the surge tank cap off. And if you have a traditional radiator, which actually has a radiator cap, take that off too, it'll drain faster. And might as well just do this one too. There we go. Right. A Lexus thermostat housing. For about $600-700, they can replace it at the dealer. When all it is 3 10mm bolts, 3 hoses, and 1 plug. Just doesn't seem fair. But it's okay. I'm going to teach you guys how to replace that and save yourself a bunch of money. Okay, that's 1 radiator hose clamp taken off. Got 2 more little ones to go. Okay, that's 2. And get yourself some angle pliers because that actually helps out a lot. And there we go with number 3. Like I said, one plug, you just push this little tab in, slides right on out. We can now start taking the hoses off since we have all 3 clamps off. There's one. There we go. That one off. But you see it's coming up. I might have to take that one off when I take the whole housing off. Oh, nope. Ah, got it. Got that free. Okay. Let's start with this one right above this water pump pulley right here. Try not to drop it because that'll be really bad. It'll suck. Chasing bolts is not fun. That one. Get this top one. All right. See, look at that. It's already getting loose. Now this bottom one, if you look close, it's actually a nut, not a bolt. That kind of helps with it aligning the thermostat back up when you put it back in. So that's good. This is one you definitely don't want to drop. Searching for a nut is actually worse than searching for a bolt. Yeah, so you're trying to focus there. There we go. Now that we got everything disconnected, it's time to pull it out. There we go. Easy peasy. And of course, once you take anything out that has, either a rubber gasket or a paper gasket, doesn't matter. You might want to clean up the little surface there, but this one doesn't have that bad of a surface. I'll be able to see the aluminum, so I can make sure that it makes a good seal, but I'm still just going to wipe it off. A nice clean surface. There we go. Now we can go ahead and put that $30. Got my $30 part here, and going back in, it's the reverse of what I just explained. It's 2 10mm bolts, 1 10mm nut, 3 hoses, and 1 plug. So, like I said, this job is actually pretty simple. Doesn't take no couple of hours that they're going to charge you at the dealer. I mean, come on. I mean, you see it yourself and how easy this thing is. And yes, you can do this yourself. All right, so there we go. All 3 hoses back on. Both 10mm bolts are on. 10mm nut on. And the electrical plug. Now it's time to fill it up. Oh yeah, and guess what? You can get that on Amazon too. Genuine Toyota antifreeze, which I'm sure that there's some off-brand that's basically the same thing, but just to make you guys feel better for all you dealership lovers out there, we got some Toyota antifreeze. Oh yeah, did I mention that you got to jack the front end up, put a spill-proof funnel up there, and then rev it up to about 5,000 RPMs just to bleed the freaking antifreeze? Yeah, that's another thing they will probably charge you for. Yeah. It doesn't matter if you're rich, middle class, or poor. Everybody is getting screwed out of their money somehow, some way, shape, or form when you take your vehicle to the dealership. If you guys want to see more, hit me up on these platforms. I'm on all of them. I usually post every day, and I'll tell you some more truth. Peace for now.
Always building,